Tell me, what was it like before the program?
Well, before the program. Well, my name is Roman. I'm 27 years old. Well, I have problem skin. I've been suffering from some kind of skin breakout since I was 15, but there was no dermatitis. So about 3 years ago, it intensified. Dandruff started. There was a lot of dandruff. I started using some shampoos that were suggested to me by a dermatologist. That is some kind of menthol shampoo. I used it for about a year. The dandruff got worse, but it was getting worse along with skin flaking. That is the nose, the eyebrow area, and the mustache. So another year passed, and I was already using the shampoo and about 4 different ointments, well, periodically for a month or two. The rashes were still there. And this third year, well, there was already a lot of dandruff. The shampoos weren't coping, none of the preparations were working. So the third year was the toughest one. Well, the doctors told me to apply it, keep applying it, keep applying it, but it only got worse. The dermatitis was gaining momentum and just getting stronger.
So, which specific areas was the dermatitis on? On the scalp? Where else?
Well, first it was the head the first year, then it went lower and lower. And so at the beginning and at the end, that is the head, the nose, this area here, and the mustache.
I see. Why did you decide to start the program? What was, I don't know, the stimulus to start?
Well, the stimulus was like this. At first, I trusted the doctors 100%. Well, when they tell you to apply it, and I already realized that I can't go outside. You have to avoid wearing any black clothes because everything is flaking off. Well, I understand that this isn't normal, but the doctors keep saying to apply it. It's only getting worse for me. I open YouTube. Well, the very first video I saw was yours. And, well, at first I got scared because I watched the first 17-minute video. You need to work on this for a long time. I realized that I wouldn't be able to. Another 6 months passed. Immediately. Well, I only remembered your video. There were videos of many different people there. I remembered you and immediately signed up for the program. I didn't even prepare. One evening I dropped everything, threw out all the products, changed everything. I started working on the program.
Tell me, did you have any doubts before starting the program, like that it might be a scam or something of that nature?
Well, for a year, doctors had effectively been deceiving me because they kept saying, like, apply this, apply that. But I had no doubts, none at all, because I had no choice. I understood that I had nowhere else to go. I was there in Kyiv. I even paid 2,000 hryvnias for consultations. Well, that's, say, $60. Well, I went to the most qualified doctors, and they couldn't help me. To cut something out, some wart, yes, they could do that. But to help specifically with this kind of flaking, there were cases where they even told me that I had a model's appearance. I understand that I can't go out on the street. That's what the doctors told me. That it's not even a problem.
Ah, so they were saying that it's not a problem for you, that you should just go home, right?
Well, I have a pimple here and there. I've had 2 or 3 pimples on my face my whole life. And he says, well, that's not a problem. If he's going by photos, like 40 pimples here is a problem, but for you, it's like not a problem.
I see. Could you please walk me through the results as of today? I'm really curious to hear about the progress. Specifically, what positive changes have you noticed since we started?
Well, things have changed. I've been on the program for 3.5 months now. I only started seeing improvement maybe a month ago, so for 2.5 months, I had no results at all. Then one evening, I come out of the sauna and I realized that by the next morning, well, everything was gone. So in one evening, somehow, well, and since that moment, there's been a stable result. So for 2.5 months, I had no changes at all. But now I realize that everything is 80% gone. My face is clear and the dandruff, well, it's still there, but I understand that it's because I've been using different shampoos for a long time.
Got it. Tell me about the information. They say there's a lot of stuff on the internet, right? Well, it's clear that there really is a lot of information on the internet. How much of the information, for example, from the program did you not know, in your opinion? Like in terms of percentages?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, you could say that I didn't really know anything at all.
I see.
Everything. Everything I know about nutrition is thanks to your program. And in principle, about how our body works, what affects what, that's only thanks to the program. Even though I played sports and, well, in principle, tried to eat right back then, not in the last 3 years, but when I was still a student, well, I realized that I knew nothing. Yeah, that I learned everything only in the last 3 months.
Is there anything you would like, I don't know, to say to the guys or perhaps to other men who might be finding themselves in a similar situation right now?
Well, to say that it will be difficult, it will change your whole life. And well, we live in such a time now that, you've achieved some minimal success, and how do you celebrate it? It's by going somewhere, meeting up with friends, and consuming alcohol and junk food there. It's always like that. For me, that was the hardest part. I don't know how I managed to overcome myself. Well, that's going to be the hardest part. That is, you will need to completely change your lifestyle. Well, or like me, walk around with dandruff, everything will be flaking off, and be afraid to get close to people. There are really only two options here for you to consider. Either you completely change your diet 100% to get healthy, or you continue to be afraid to wear black clothes because of the dandruff.
Got it.